Well, hello there. And as you know, my name is Mark Morris, and I love helping trainers, presenters really take their results to the next level in regards to how they deliver their content, but also the results that they get from their workshops. So, in today's topic, I want to talk to you about how you can essentially strategically create referrals for your business, whether you're a registered training organization or whether you're a solopreneur that's out there just teaching some great content, whatever it may be. Or maybe even you're working in a learning and development department of a very large company and you want to help grow that company as well. So, essentially, if we are looking to create referrals, referrals are based on results. I'll say it again, referrals are based on results. Referrals are based on results. And if you, as a trainer, can ultimately help people start to create those results even quicker, then you're going to find that referrals basically come to you in an abundance, right? Now, what we often find though is that in the training context, we often have training and then outside we have application. We have training inside the room, then we have application outside the room. But if you can ultimately start to do the following three things I'm about to talk about, you will find that there'll be a shift and people will start to have results realization in the room as opposed to just outside the room. And as soon as someone has a result, then they're going to be quite excited to share that with the world and tell their friends and family about that and their colleagues as well. Okay, so let's dive into it. So if you're ready, grab a pen and get ready to write. So the first thing that you want to do is set up identity shifting activities. Identity shifting activities. You see, what we need to realize is that within training, when someone has a moment of, wow, I just did that, then that leads to an identity shift, or essentially confidence is created. Okay. Whenever someone says, wow, I just did something I didn't think I could do originally, then there's a shift. And whenever there's an identity shift, then somebody is like walking out of your training a different person. A different person. And whenever they have that, it pretty much links up in an audience member's mind to a result. And people are very, very probably likely to share that kind of experience with friends, family, and colleagues, right? And the thing is, many times those experiences, though, are projected out back into the workplace. But if we can bring those experiences into our actual training workshop, then there's a much higher probability they're going to share that experience with other people. Okay. So in your training, create those experiences. Create those experiences where they actually apply, test out, try all the different ideas that you're actually teaching them, and get them to actually have that experience. Now, that links to the second point, which is strategic review. And you may want to get people after those activities to grab their learning journal, their learning journal. Now, the learning journal is a great tool that you can implement throughout your workshops or you can get people to apply it at the end of the day of each of your workshops. And essentially, all you are doing is getting learners to write down what is the biggest thing they discovered or realized through the activity or through that day? And it could be a second question of, if you ever did the activity again, what's one thing you would do differently? So let's just recap those two questions. Question one is, what did you really enjoy or what did you discover or realize in that day? And the second question is, if you ever did XYZ activity again, what's one thing you would do differently? And what that learning journal actually does is solidify those key concepts in the audience member's mind. And an audience member is walking away with a record of their actual growth, which is really exciting. And people are able to look back and go, wow, today I actually learned or realized these key things. And going forward, I'll be able to implement it in this way. Okay. So now the third thing. The third thing is ultimately you want to encourage your audience members to share their results. Okay. So on the last day, on the morning of your last workshop, what you can actually do is get people to review their learning journals, share with each other what has been their biggest insights that they're going to take away from your training. And then beyond that, what you can actually do is ask them, who else do you think back at your workplace could really benefit from knowing what you've actually gone through? And you can get them to start to think about people that they would share those insights with. Now, you also would definitely want to encourage and teach them how to share those insights. And one of the really cool ways to do it is just tell them, go out and share from your learning journal what are the cool things that you learned at the workshop. And then share with them what are the new results that you are getting. And that's it. Okay. You don't want to go and tell them to go out and try and recruit them from your workshop or something like that. But what you do want to do is encourage them to share their results. Because by them organically sharing the results, other people are going to get curious and go, wow, maybe there's some value in me attending that workshop as well. Okay. So just to recap, number one, we want to create those identity shifting activities. Okay. And we want to have moments where people literally look back and go, wow, I just did that. Second thing we want to do is we definitely want to get our learners to record those shifts, record what they're discovering, record what they would do differently going forward into a learning journal. And third thing we want to do is encourage them to actually share their results with their wider community. Okay. And if we implement those simple things, we're going to find that our message spreads even quicker. And people are going to be even more curious about what are you teaching, what are you implementing, and how are you delivering your workshops so differently that people are getting aha moments all the time and going out and automatically implementing what they've learned, not just, yep, that was a good experience. We want to create life altering moments in our workshops. The more we can do that, the more we're going to find that referrals just come as a direct result of showing up powerfully and delivering great content. On that note, thanks so much for watching the video, and go out there, keep being amazing, and thanks for watching the video. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and thanks for watching.